Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. This taken in. About 4 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now we see the Packers coming out, their first drive on offense, and at the helm, as always, their 8-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 16th season now, Aaron Rodgers.
And the question swirled around Green Bay all offseason in free agency and through the draft. Did they acquire enough pieces to help their all-star quarterback, Aaron Rodgers? Just think about the last 2 years for him. 51 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions, and rallied the Packers to 13 regular season wins last year and a trip to the NFC Championship game. He's still one of the top quarterbacks in the league, and the Packers are hoping to take the next step.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And a
shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the
shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger.
Complete to Jay Sternberger.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger.
Complete to Jay Sternberger.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Xavier Woods.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
23 yards on the play. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. A Charles, we take a peek there at their recent draft class, and it's definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks, you better scout them well and hit on those selections.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Complete to number 7.
Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not a whole lot doing there, so get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But Dalvin Cook's best game of 2019 came against these Packers. It was in week 2 early in the season, but he had 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground, though his Vikings actually wound up falling 21-16 at Lambeau. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Flush to his right. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good before they have to catch him. Only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact and he'll go deep.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimeous St. Brown. And now it's 2nd down.
Equanimeous St. Brown. He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Throwing again. Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. And a Packer first down.
7-7, our score after one.
We're tied 7-7.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And he finds a man in a crossing route.
Rodgers pass.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Packers.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Left side throw complete to Adams.
Rodgers pass.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First down.
One of the underrated aspects of Davante Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from defenders in order to get open. He's a guy that number 12, his quarterback, trusts implicitly.
Brings up
Good catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field. They just need him to be as dependable catching the ball as we saw there throughout the season.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Able to find Lazard. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Vikings 6-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Rodgers. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're
touchdown, Packers.
Green Bay.
From 6 yards away, and the Packers have taken the lead.
I don't know who exactly made the call. Was it the special teams coach? But it had to be okayed by the head coach. Gutsy call. Fake field goal that results in a touchdown. A terrific play.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
10-10. At their own 25-yard line.
Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. Out of the backfield, he was trying to get that to Alexander Madison, but it's going to be 2nd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
1st and 10 at the 40.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
As the tight end position continues to grow in importance and gain respect, you understand even more why the Vikings selected Irv Smith out of Alabama in 2019 in the second round. They already had a big-time tight end in Kyle Rudolph, but now it's
caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 1-yard touchdown pass, and the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So second and goal there from the one. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. Second down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Packers.
Rodgers pass, complete.
Devontae Adams.
Touchdown.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's third down. They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Again, it's Cook. Past the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You're talking about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
But don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back?
That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he knocks it through. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? It's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. They'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And a Packer 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
The handoff to Aaron.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
He's brought down at the
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll go again to Jones. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling.
Rodgers pass.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Jones. 1st down as they stop him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. And I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And now out comes Minnesota. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. This will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short. And it's fourth down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again. This time, Knight. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Anthony Barr brought him down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers to throw on third and one. Got a man. It's Tanyan, complete. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Big hold of the 30. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10, and they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
J.K. Scott on the punt for the Packers.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Now it's Peterson. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll go down now for a game that's inside the 30. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things